comma, gotta get it.
Hello and welcome to Conestoga College. We're here for some more video games. I'm Leaf, and I'm hanging out with Wing tonight. Tonight we got Rocket League and League of Legends on the docket. I'm a little bit biased, more particular towards Rocket League.
I'm the same here. I think I would know a little bit more about Rocket League than I would know about League of Legends. But I have played League of Legends. It's a fun game. Just not my main game I would be playing most of the time.
It's funny because like everyone, yeah, it's a good game, but even League players tell you how much pain they're in all the time. I feel like this is just a consistent thing across the board when it comes to talking about League of Legends.
No, I completely agree with you on that. League is just playing the game. It is very slow paced.
It is
at the start.
It is slower, yeah.
To me, like every time I've played it, it's like 10 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
All you do is see people kill minions at the start of it, but with Rocket League, the game is much quicker paced.
Go. That's it. You see our league team in front of you right now. They're going to be playing, and hopefully throughout the night, we'll be able to see them pop in. We'll get some updates. We're not going to be taking a close look on them, but we'll be focusing more on our Rocket League squad. That's kind of our focus tonight. So if you see it pop in the corner, hopefully it's our league team doing well. They're 0-3, I believe, in NACE right now. So a little bit of a rough start. I was talking to Lazaro, and he said that they're working on communication right now. That's their biggest thing. Some of these players are newer to the competitive environment, and it is hard sometimes to end up communicating. Well, in an environment where you're used to not communicating, you're at home, you're just silent clicking buttons, to learn to then suddenly start talking can be difficult.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I know with our League of Legends team as well, they just moved up one of the academy players to kind of switch up the varsity roster a bit to see how it is going. But we will see throughout the night how they do. Maybe they'll finally put a win on the board for them in NACE this season. Yep. But all we can do is hope and see how it will end off.
Well, let's start talking about the Rocket League roster because, again, that's the game that we're going to be locking into tonight. And you can see them on your board. Same old faces as last time. It's Chunk, Cyber, and 80. Chunk, of course, leading as the captain. He's been here for quite a long time. Old man Chunk. I think he actually is the oldest on the roster, too. 80, I think bringing in the age on the other tail end here. But he's got media training now, so he's a lot more mature of a person. Cyber in the middle. He was that star player they wanted to bring in to really amp up the competitive value of this team.
Yeah, exactly. Like looking at all the players, like we've seen Chunk and 80 here for a couple of years now. Chunk right back at was one of the first original players on Rocket League here at Conestoga. And then we have Cyber, who is new. This is his second term competing for us.
Correct. And right now, you guys are going to be getting into the match real quick soon, but I want to let you know where they stand at this point. They're are 1-1. They expect, I believe, from what I heard, to win their match tonight.
Yeah, exactly. No, looking at the teams, we've talked to the coach tonight. All of the players on Conestoga are SSL, and then on the other team that they're versing tonight, they have 1 SSL and then 2 GC1s.
Yeah, it's Ferris, I believe. Ferris wheel. I don't know which one of them is it FIU or is it FSU? I think it's FSU.
I think it's FSU.
Yeah. I think FIU. I think I looked it up earlier, and that was something Island. I don't know. There's so many letters in esports. But yeah, they're 0-3 right now. Hopefully, win puts us at 2-1, keeps us at the top of that leaderboard. Yeah, I think the opponents had 1 SSL and a couple of GC1s. So on paper, we should be winning it. Now, that is a match you could throw.
Yeah.
Right? That it's possible to throw them. A match like this. Like the rank disparity is not insane, especially considering SSL has such a wide variety. I think their second match Rocket League has today has all SSLs, but they're all in the 1900 MMR, so 1950 or so. Our players are all over 2000, which isn't significantly far ahead, but I mean, SSL pros go all the way up to like 2400. Yeah. Right? So it's a wide range.
Well, it's like you're saying, the ranks, they do matter, but with how quick pace Rocket League is, the little mistake can change everything.
Exactly. I don't know if we have any shots. Oh, I see Cyber's face down in the corner there. They're sitting off the desk today. They're just in front of our League of Legends team. You can see them getting ready for their matchup later. As I said, they'll be popping in the bottom corner of our screens just to get some updates. Again, hopefully the updates are us taking towers, us winning team fights, and us ultimately winning the match. But we don't know because we've only seen some losses so far from the squad. Hopefully the double counteracted from our Rocket League squad down in the bottom corner there. Cyber, go for it. Flip reset. You see him? Boom. Love it. Open net. You hit them. It's harder to do in action, though.
Yeah. You can watch them practice it, but if they can put it into the game in a match, then that's all that matters.
That's exactly it. How many hours do you have in Rocket League?
Rocket League, honestly, I would say probably about 15 hours. I used to play it back in the day when Rocket League was like it was a bit more of a gambling back then.
Oh, when they had trading.
Yeah, when they had trading.
You're one of those folks.
Yeah, but since they changed it, I haven't played as much as I would like to. But I enjoy watching the boys play, so I might want to pick it up a bit more.
It's a good game to casually watch as well because it is so approachable. I mean, it's like put the ball in the net. That's simply it. If you guys are watching in the future, I don't know if we have the timing for it right now, but we have some explainers that might go through, but I'll try to give you a little bit of an explanation of the game. Put the ball in the net. It's honestly as simple as that. Obviously, there's harder mechanics that you'll start seeing, but put the ball in the net, and I feel like that's why it's so approachable for so many people.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like it has a simple outcome to it, but there's so much. There's all the flips and tricks you can do throughout it, and then it's just learning those. I know Rocket League is one of the harder mechanic games out there, just because one little mistake and it's end.
Yeah, no, exactly. Again, let's go through a couple of those while we wait for the lobby to get ready. You can see Cyber still in the bottom corner there in free play, getting ready for the match. Mechs are looking solid right now. What you just saw him do right there was a flip reset, musty flip reset. So those are some terms you're going to hear. Flip reset, obviously, that one right there. When you get the bottom 4 wheels of your car onto the ball again, you'll get a flip back. So you can flip your car and get some extra power. Doing that in the air is very difficult. You can get a flip reset essentially off anything, any surface, another car even, as long as all 4 wheels hit it. The musties, when you do that kind of little backhand, you see the car do that. Yeah, we got a close up. That's called a sidewall, what he just went for there. Pretty aptly named. You can get a lot of power off the wheels of your car. Strangely enough, there is a suspension system in it, and it can add some extra power to the ball once you hit it. What he just tried to do there was a pinch. There's your musty, that little underside flick.
Yeah, just getting that flick with the car to kind of get it to go a bit. Yeah,
and that comes from a player, a content creator named A Musty Cow. He invented that flick. You probably know him.
He pops up on my TikTok all the time, and he makes like funny little videos. Honestly, I watch them.
There you go. Musty. Well, he's got a mechanic in the game that he popularized called the Musty. And hopefully we'll see some of those highlight plays. So if whoever's doing clipping, you see one of those off the backboard, musty flip reset, musty double tap off the backboard. then yeah, clip that one. Because I don't think they're going to have that much space. Again, as I said, GC1, not that far off from the ranks of our players, so I wouldn't expect them to have that much space. Usually you'll see more of those mechs come out if a player gets demoed, so you can blow the other players up and take them off the field for 2 seconds, or if you're playing significantly lower ranked players that just aren't as fast as you, and you can get the ball into the air without them challenging. But you're going to see a lot of aerial 50-50s where they both challenge the ball and hit the ball at the same time, their opponents and our players. So I don't expect an insane amount of clips tonight, but we might get 1 or 2.
Yeah. Well, as you guys can all see on the camera right now, we have a full house tonight. We have a full house tonight here at Condors Esports. It's lots of faces tonight.
Who's all playing here? We got
League of Legends on our varsity desk. We have some Valorant.
Val varsity squad there too.
I think that one's Academy.
I see Nod in the middle. Oh, is he coach for them?
I think he's coaching for them tonight.
Okay.
And then we have our Rocket League, and then we have our Rainbow Six Siege at the very end tonight.
Hot dang.
It's a busy night.
It is busy. Yeah, it is busy. Oh, my. Hayden right at the front there. He needs to get some pre-fires. The hand warmers.
The nice hand warmers.
Yeah. We had the great commercial just before that. I saw him blowing his hands. He's chilly.
I love those.
Get him some hand warmers. Get him some hand warmers. There it is. Yeah, you see the other 2 training as well. Coach Hurd at the forefront right there, talking to the players. Chunk sitting in the middle. And we've got 80 down at the end there on the right side. Look at Chunk's water bottle.
It's a big water bottle.
Is that blinker fluid?
It looks like it.
Yeah,
it's got like that blue color to it.
I hope it's drinking antifreeze. Because he's too hot. No, he's ice cold. He's got an antifreeze.
Yes.
It's the other way. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. And their league team trying to get their lobby as well. I think I see the players for Rocket League starting to load in, so we shouldn't be too far off, guys. A little more patient, a little more talk at League before we get into it. Lazaro, he gives the best hockey interviews. Lazaro, best hockey interviews ever.
I think I've only talked to Lazaro a few times. Hope to get 2 more this year while casting, but. He's been here for a long time.
He has been, and he's the captain of that squad right now, so hopefully they can lead them into battle, into a dub. But right now, we got Rocket League.
Yeah.
On the docket, we've got a best of 5 in the NACE League. Again, as I said, we're 1-1. We're expecting to win today. Let's get into it and see if the boys can bring us another dub. Condors Esports facing off against Ferris State University. Cyber already off the bat, going for the flip resets. That's why you stay in training. That's why you stay in free play, because your mind's already in that headspace.
Get that muscle memory right off at the start, getting it ready for the match.
That's it. Oh, could see a drop down 80. Goes for the shot instead of the pass. You see what they're trying to do right now is have a third man playing very smart. 80 immediately rotated all the way to the back, to the other side of the field, in case a long counterattack came out from Ferris State.
1 demolition on Ferris State University kind of gives the Conestoga Condors a bit of a chance to
another one
to pick up that ball and get that possession of it, and another one as well.
Yeah, okay, they're starting to look for emptying the field right now, and this can get tilting too. Within the first minute of gameplay, if you've been stuck on defense and you've been getting demoed the whole time, I mean, that starts to get into your mental.
Yeah, that's a tough start for Ferris State University, but let's see if they can do anything about it. But as we can see right now, Conestoga has been holding the ball most of the match so far, but we're only just over a minute in.
Yeah, anything could change, but you're absolutely right. At this point, possession's been almost wholly in the hands of the Condors, and it's kind of what we expected. A little retaliation demo there. Pulse gets one off the backboard. Chunk just gets a piece of that. Had he missed, it could have been a shot on net. There's going to be one just wide. Tony takes the turn, but no boost.
Very close chance there for Ferris State, but that's like we were saying earlier, one little thing and it can change it. In the rank, it matters, but it matters to a point.
Yeah, oh yeah. Anybody can step up anytime. 80 going for a demo when they don't really have the pressure on. But a great 50 out center there from Cyber. Pops it high, forces Pulse down to 0 boost. And the Condors with a boost steal as well. You're going to see that rotation. Cyber right now continuously going back and forth on the opponent's goal line, stealing the corner boost and getting demos while he's doing it. That's That's showing that they have a lot of confidence in the series right now. It's just a matter of time before they break through, and you see it happen right now.
Yeah, exactly. It seemed like what they were doing, a lot of that before that first goal, is kind of having someone just a little bit more up there just to kind of capitalize on anything happening, like any ball just being thrown over.
Yeah. The big thing right now is control of your opponent's boost. Keep an eye on that. You're going to see the opponents try to control those a little bit more, but we do concede a kickoff goal. And honestly, this happens. A great 50 there. Condors went for a cheat. They tried to get that cheeky little pop towards the opponent's net. As a result, great 50 from Ferris turns into an open net.
Yeah.
And that's Rocket League. Could turn at any moment.
Yeah, just a little, like that just happened, just a small angle difference, and it made it so Ferris State can capitalize on it with one of their other players.
Yep. Ooh, he's going for the double. Beautiful shot. Got to give it to Just Sky. That's just net. Straight in it. Ferris State, great retaliation. Great answer back on the Condors, and I wouldn't be surprised if Just Sky is their SSL.
I think he is. The way he's been moving on the map so far, you can just tell with his movement how he's playing so far.
Not that
he has that rank.
Not that GC1s can't hit a double tap like that, but confidently and consistently. We're looking at a player with a little more concentrated mechs. Chunk tries to center that out. Cyber coming from far side, 80 just to keep the pressure on. Cyber's there with a full tank of boost as well. They might be able to keep the pressure up. He'll go off the wall. He's got nobody there to meet him. Flip reset, over one, out to Chunk, goes for the bump, but doesn't have enough boost. Chunk will have to back off just a little bit, but a great 50 keeps the play on the orange half.
See that the Ferris State is kind of capitalizing on the fact that they had that possession there, but they did lose it there very quickly, and that's what the Condors kind of just took that possession back, and they're kind of passing it around right now to see if they can get anything with it.
Yeah, they're just biding their time. Sometimes you just got to chip away at that defense. Again, sometimes it's just about burning down that boost, pulling out the defenders, and finding that final moment where they're weakened just enough. If you just try to take a straight shot at the net when your opponents have 3 people in net and full boost tanks, you're in for a bad time. They're just going to save it now they've got possession. So you want to kind of clang it off the backboard sometimes, try to pull a defender out of the net, or just keep that ball high in the air, forcing the defenders to use up their boost. And once you've done that enough and you've stolen boost, then you can go for the shots.
That was very close there from 80, just kind of jumping with the ball around. I'm guessing, if I'm correct, he was aerial
Yeah,
with the ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a hard word to say.
It
Don't worry. I've had years of practice with it. Demo comes out. Tony taking off the goal line. Cyber going to get credit for that one. And again, this is back to an even score line, but it's a little bit not as one-sided, I guess, as their confidence seemed to make it out to be. But
yeah,
at least there's still 50-50. Yes. Still 40 seconds left, though. And again, kickoffs are a great chance to get those goals back. We saw it before. Go for the demo, the bump play, but his nose catches that, and you see Just Sky take it across the goal line. .30 seconds left on the clock. It's that final huzzah. A drop down there from 80 to Cyber. Might have been better placed to Chunk, but at least it doesn't turn into a detrimental play. They've got the boost. A bump there on Tony keeps him away from centering that ball. 80, can you get one more to Chunk there? Cyber's actually going to take it out from underside. Over to the corner. They might be able to get a 0-second goal if this ball stays in the air. It's still good to go, and it just misses left of the post. They're going to try to keep it alive, but they're pretty low on boost. It might be good for them to eventually drop the ball down here, and it will touch overtime in game number 1.
Nice start-off kick from the Ferris State side. They got a little bit of possession there right off the start, but then lost it to Conestoga. But right now, it's very back and forth on who's holding the possession in this overtime.
Yeah, both teams looking for that breakout chance. A good midfield boost grab there. It's good by the Condors. A lot of space on offense. You saw Chunk trying to look for that crossfield pass over to 80. Doesn't connect. They've got the ball in there. Back to Chunk. Pop it in the net. Beautiful play. I got to say it. Heads up play from 80 to get that one right back to Chunk. Great communication and a slot right in the bottom corner. Tucked her away.
That's exactly what they needed to end off that game. Slow start. They got the first point, lost 2, but then they came back right at the end there. It's a great play from them to end off the first match of the night.
What a beaut. What a beaut to finish it off, too. It wasn't no standard goal. That was a great passing play, engaging 2 of the players. Heads up, 2 coming off the backboard. Drill hard. I mean, like if you're the opponents, you know what you're seeing when you're on the goal line? The ball in front of you and their net. You're not seeing 80 on your backboard going for that passing play. So it's really good to come from those blind sides a lot of time, and 80 utilized that knowledge, the awareness that he's off any of the opponent's screens right now to get that pass back out the Chunk.
Yeah, exactly. It's just they played that very well, going back and forth, passing it there, and they were able to capitalize on the moment to take that first game.
Wait, hold up. I got to call something, though. You guys didn't see it yet, but on the scoreboard, both 80 and Chunk have a 2025 RLCS Challenger tag. Cyber's only got the 2024 tag. We're going to have to ask him what happened there.
Yeah. Well, who were they playing with?
I know Cyber's got his own team, so his team didn't do as well as Chunk and 80 did, apparently. Or he's just not wearing it.
That could be true.
It could
but,
be put out, yeah.
But talking to Cyber last week, he likes to bug 80 about one-upping him in matches. So.
Maybe that's – I'm sure 80's already brought that up to him, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
Into game number 2. Ferris State playing from behind. It's 1-0 for the Condors. You need to win 3 in a best of 5. 80, flip reset, delays it. Double tap! Ooh! That would have been juicy.
That was close, just holding the ball up in the air there. And if he would have finished with that, that would have been a beautiful goal to start off the second game.
Yeah, really hard to break past 3 defenders, though. It was a valiant effort. A little more power than Cyber would have wanted off of that, but Chunk with a great 50. That's going to be an open net. And he'll crush that one away. That's what I like to see from Chunk. He swapped off the Dominus from last season, focusing on that Octane, and he's got a solid 50 as a result.
It's a good start for the game, too, for Condors. After that last game, they may have gotten in the heads of Ferris State a little bit, taking that match kind of out of the blue at the end there.
Yeah.
We'll see how it plays out with this match, but right now we have Condors with 1 goal on the board.
Yeah, it's a good start. And again, great pressure from the Condors. That was all 3 players. And again, Cyber going for that musty I was teaching you guys about just before. Great pass out to 80. What a slot. I love to see the connection that the Condors are having right now. This is absolutely phenomenal. Beautiful pass, top of the box. 80's there to connect. And that last defender, Tony, he's not ready.
Yeah, they're playing like a team right now, passing it, making sure that they're communicating really well to get the goals that they need.
See if an answer comes back from Ferris State University. 80. Cyber just keeps it away from Sky. That's one of the biggest things you want to do right now. Just keep possession. Doesn't matter if you're going back towards your own net, as long as you have the ball. That's what they're going to have to do right now. Just Sky's going to have a nice second touch there, but a beat, back it up. Ain't going to turn into any kind of offensive play. And now it's just Tony left to defend. Stop from Sky. Not enough, though. Chunks back on through towards the net. Pulse has enough boost in the tank to keep that away. We're looking at a little bit of a midfield battle. Both teams garnering for possession. It's Condors that come away with it in front of the net. That's rough for Ferris State, but a weak shot from Cyber. And that's not going to connect with the back of the net.
When watching this second match right now, it looks like the way Ferris State's playing is they either have Tony and Pulse attacking and just Skies on the defense, or it's the other way around.
You know what I'm going to tell you about that? Is right now, usually you want to have your best player playing a little bit more of that third man defensively because they're going to make relatively smarter decisions on the positioning half. You don't want to give away a quick, easy goal. And there's another one almost from Ferris State on the kickoffs. They've been practicing those kicks. or the Condors have not been practicing their kickoffs. But for Ferris State, you want to take your best player and put them on that defensive third-man role a little bit more. You'll have them come in for the cleanup goals, so definitely be on offense. It's a three-man rotation game. But yeah, that's why you're going to see him allowing the other two to be on attack a little bit more, because if you have unpredictable players or less predictable players, just put them on offense, let them do their thing, and you play safer.
Yeah, just kind of have him as that eyes watching.
Yes.
Yep. Watching how all the plays are going to be, so he can just kind of pop in when he needs to if he sees the right chance.
Exactly. You got a much better sight on it afterwards. Oh, just guy up in the air. No flip reset, though. So
great block from Chunk there to stop them from getting a goal in this game.
A nice little defensive side pass there as well. I can tell the Condors really have been working on being aware of each other's positioning, utilizing each other, and communicating. You know that Cyber calling that he's to the left, and Chunk saying here, take it away, so that they can position for a clear downfield. I can see the fact they've been working on the communication, and it's clear.
Yeah, just playing very good with each other defensively and offensively. From the match I saw 2 weeks ago, they look like a completely different team right now in this game.
They're also trusting that third man very, very well, and they're allowing second man to get super aggressive on these plays. And that's something in the past I've seen them struggle with. That's just not an issue for them right now. Granted, again, they have a little bit more space and they can play confidently. But look at this. Don't go for the shot. Go for the pass. 80, unfortunately. I'm sure he's going to get called out on that one. Doesn't connect with it. It won't be a fourth goal, but 40 seconds left. Condors should have game number 2 on lock. I can't see it coming back the other way. Cyber, Musty, not enough power. Tony has enough juice in the tank to get that one away, but they are struggling to find any breakaway chance. So the Condors, Mr. Wing, should have game number 2.
Yeah. Very close. It was very close at the start, but then right when the Condors got their first goal in this game, they kind of just kept capitalizing from there.
Yep. Hey, one answer back here.
Tony XD's kind of been a bit more of the goal scorer for Ferris tonight.
This is where you wonder if they're saying, so you're saying there's a chance? I would still put their chance at 0.001, but
yeah, to win this game, this match right now is a very slim chance, but they did just get another goal in the last 10 seconds of the match.
To be honest, we need to have a talk with the Condors after this. Their kickoffs leave a little bit to be desired. I mean, even after that 50 loss there, we did have someone going for a boost. I believe they turned upfield. I need to get a replay of that and do a breakdown, because I can tell you exactly why that went wrong. That should have been savable. One final chance here for Ferris State. Condors are going to try to put it on the ground, and they do exactly that. Game number 2. Smiles on the faces of the boys, but definitely probably because they're saying, oh, guys, we almost threw that.
Yeah, you can see it in their faces. They're like, oh, yeah, that was a little close.
Yeah, that's that definitely was a bit of a struggle in the end there. So hopefully game number 3 goes the same way, and we end up having a nice 3-0 sweep.
Yeah.
What do you expect the scoreline of the next one's going to be?
I think for the next game, I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be fairly close. I'm going for a 4-1 win for Condors Esports.
A 4-1 win is what Wing is going for. I'm not. Yeah, I'll give 1. 5-1.
5-1. I think if Conestoga can get those kickoffs.
Yeah, they need to work on their kickoffs. That's the problem. Is that's not something you really fix right now, unless you. That's something that takes a little bit more time. It's the only thing in Rocket League that's a set play. It's a whiteboard play, I call it, where you can draw it up beforehand. If you just go for safe stalls, what we call them, just try to keep on the kickoff instead of the ball flying out somewhere. Try to keep the ball stationary, and don't go for aggressive cheats. Cheating is when you keep a player up close behind on the kickoff. Usually try to stall, get that player to kick it over for an early goal. Avoid aggressive cheats and just go for stalls, or even just losing the kickoff to your own corner is actually good. because then you get possession out of it. Ooh, almost a banger there from 80 to start things off. I need each of them to have a highlight play. I wonder if Ferris State's going to start get a little more aggressive. They got to stop giving the Condors that space. Great save from Tony. You were talking about him before on the offensive half, but great defensive effort there too from him.
You can see this game right now, Conestoga, I think they've just gotten into Ferris State's heads right now, and they're just really capitalizing on keeping it on the opponent's side right now.
Yeah, well, it's not even just their heads. They've gotten into their boost stash as well. All three players on the side of Ferris State with no boost right now. The Condors have done a great job of taking every single one of those pads. 80, bit of a misstep there, or maybe just backing off because Cyber wasn't ready for a pass. But it did give chance for Pulse to grab some boost. And now the Condors will have to work their way out of their own half.
It seems the Condors mostly have their boost right now, and Ferris State is on a little bit, so right now they're going to capitalize on that.
Oof.
And 80 just knew right when to get that first goal of this game.
Bardowski's baby. Cyber flip reset into 80's touch. What's a defender going to do in that situation? I mean, 80, ideally you put that a little bit more wide. The defender was right in the center, but the speed on that, there's no way that defender was getting up in time unless they pre-jumped it.
Yeah, the speed on that was...
Oh, a Cook's air pinch. We don't get to see this often. Great shot from Just Sky. Bang! That slaps right to the net. Cyber's caught off guard. I mean, you don't expect that to land every time. All you got to do is clap your hands and say, okay, that's a goal for Ferris State.
That was a cool goal to get to witness. Even watching videos on actual matches of Rocket League, I've never seen a goal like that.
It's not often. The Cook's here pinch, well, I mean, same with anything. It's if you squeeze a marble in your hand, eventually it'll shoot out at high speeds.
Yeah.
Same thing in Rocket League. It's a physics-based game. If you pinch the ball between two objects, yourself in another car or yourself in the wall, it's going to shoot out at the easiest angle to shoot out. There's an angle that a player named Cooksier, world champion Cooksier, found that if you get the corner of your car right on a certain spot of the wall, you can just launch that thing down the other end straight into the net.
I see a lot of people on TikTok doing that, but hitting the ball against, like doing that pinch, but on the ground.
Ground pinches,
like,
yep.
Yeah, ground pinch.
Yep. Ground pinches are also a very useful mechanic. I mean, it gives you an option to go through, if you're doing an air dribble through the air, you get a flip reset. You can either, A, use your flip again in the air to hit the ball again, or mind game and fall to the ground and flip into the ball on the ground so that it pinches into the net. So that's why flip resets are so powerful, is because it gives you more options while you're in the air than the defender has.
Yeah.
The defender has to make a decision, and then you get to react off that decision.
Okay.
So it's a super useful tool.
Yeah. Well, watching it and seeing it, it looked like it was very useful for them in the time, but it's still trying to get used to all the terms.
Yeah. There's a lot. And this is why, again, keep watching the Condors. We got some explainers we'll show at some point throughout any of our Rocket League broadcasts. Or I could just keep trying to do a school. It's hard without visuals right now to just say words and expect you to know what I'm saying. Ooh, that was a close one. Almost a great double there. But, yeah, it's a deceptively complicated game.
Yeah. Some people sitting at home right now might be like, oh, this is just cards jumping around, hitting a ball. But watching these players like right up quick and seeing the mechanics they are doing on their controllers or their keyboards, it's not something that a normal person can do on an everyday.
This is great, though. Condors were struggling to find that that goal to get in the lead. We were looking for a 4-1, 5-1. We're a little bit off on our score line right now, but this is match point. So hopefully the Condors do end up walking away with a win. And then if they do, that's a quick series. You saw it in the bottom corner a moment ago. League of Legends hasn't even started yet. So we have no updates for you on that series. Rocket League might be done before they even get in their first game.
Yeah. Well, Rocket League has one more game tonight.
They do have another after this, but I think they're not scheduled till like 8 o'clock, I think. So like they got some time to chill.
Yeah. if they win this, well, looking at what the score is right now, but you never know. After last game, there was 2 goals by Ferris in like a 5-second time span, but right now what it's looking like is that Conestoga is going to take a 3-0 win, but you never know.
Yep. All right, good shot there, right on the nose of Tony. 80. He's going to try to get another touch, but he's got no boost to get back to the ball. The opponents don't know that, so they do press onto it, but they've got to make a last-ditch effort. 3 seconds left. That ball has to stay in the air. Just Sky can't get under it. Maybe thinking he had a little bit more time than he did there, and the ball will touch the ground, and Condors come out victorious in their first series just as they expected. Maybe a little bit closer scoreline than expected, but they do get that 3-0 sweep over Ferris State University.
Yeah, it was a great match to watch. Learning some of the terms throughout the match as well. A lot to learn, but
now we got to get you doing them.
Yeah, yeah. I'll go
time.
ask Cyber to give me a one-on-one lesson on what I need to do.
Yeah, well, this is why I asked the hours, because it's one of those ones where I can tell you what you should be learning based off of how many hours you have. Because if you don't even have 300 hours in the game, you just need to play. That's my only advice, just play. Because you need to understand the physics. And you won't understand the physics until you got a few hundred hours in the game.
Yeah, just how they are playing with the boosts, like knowing how much is left and what mechanic to do at a time.
Right. But
now we have some League of Legends going on. The match for them just started. You can see they're just kind of playing it very slow right now, but that's how League of Legends is at the start. You might see some attacking here in the mid lane, but that's a very normal thing to happen. You'll usually see at the start, bottom lane is going to play slow, and then these players in the jungles here, so just kind of roaming around on the inside of the map as well, they won't really fight right away, but as you will see, this is a very different start for most league games. This is a very attacking start.
Well, let's step back for a moment, too, for anyone that may be watching for Rocket League and you want to stick around for the rest of Condor's action. Looking at the bigger picture, Condors in League of Legends have been struggling just a little bit. They have been 0-3, I believe, at this point in their series, or in the NACE League. So hopefully tonight can be their first win. But I also want to preempt that neither one of us really know anything about League of Legends. So stick with it. We're just here to celebrate our Condors athletes, and hopefully they can get, as I said, that first win tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, you'll see with this game, you'll see there's a lot of attacking early on. There's been a few deaths on each side for the players, but when this happens very early on, this helps capitalize for the other team getting that higher level at the start. And if they can get their levels per lane at a high enough difference from the opponents, that can really make or break a match going on which lane they decide to attack from.
Yeah, already off the bat, Condors in the blue, I believe.
Yes.
Yes. Already have 3 kills off the bat. It's honestly a pretty good start.
Yeah, it's a good start. At first, their opponents did get one of the people on the bottom lane, but then they kind of just said right back and fought back and got 3 kills.
Yeah, again, getting an early gold lead is going to be super important. Already 800 up, almost 1,000 gold ahead in your first 4 minutes is a good start. So I mentioned it, I'm going to say it again. The story we're looking for today is the first win for the Condors on the board. They've been working on their communication. That's something that Lazaro, our top laner, was saying pretty heavily. He's the most, again, experienced player on this roster right now. We had a few, I believe, Cypher, if I'm not mistaken, was also with the squad last year. But yeah, the biggest thing is getting players into that swing of things, into that comp mentality, and making sure late game that they're still communicating. I don't know about you, but like the first time I sat down with a team in a tournament environment, I'm a talkative person, if you haven't noticed already. But when I sat down in a competitive environment, I shut down. My comms disappeared. And I don't know what it was, but it was just so locked in and focused on my gameplay, I forgot to communicate information to my teammates.
That happens to a lot of people. Communications is the key when playing a match. You want to know where your teammates are, what they're doing, and what you can do to help support them or they help support you. It's like that for me all the time when I'm playing my game that I usually go for. But this is, it changes up all the time, and the key is that communications at all times.
Well, again, it's a solid start for the Condors. They've been maintaining that gold lead. Of course, there's a lot of options for that to turn around. I mean, if you have a better macro, your opponents might start looking for some objectives, getting some buffs that can give them a little bit of an edge to bring themselves back into the series. If you suddenly start faltering on your last hits, you get a little over aggressive, there's a chance that you throw away your lead. Right now, their focus is maintain objectives. This is what they're going to be looking for, and I think they're already going for those first buffs. The opponent's trying to get in there and sneak some of those camps away.
Now you'll see the teams are starting to slow down.
They're I don't know. Well, I mean, it's already slow. It's League of Legends.
Yeah. But right now you'll see they're not really fighting with each other. It's just it was more fighting right off the beginning there, and now it's just farming the minions.
I mean, that's the guy. Once you get a lead, keep the lead. Don't get over aggressive. That goes for, I mean, really any game, I guess, too. I mean, you see it in Rocket League, any other MOBA as well. The second that you end up getting a lead, it's very easy to get complacent, get in over yourself, get a little bit of an ego, and start to get over aggressive, and then start to give away kills.
You start to break down.
I mean, I do that all the time in Deadlock, man. I got far enough ahead that I'm like, I can take on the world. Yeah. I am God now.
I do it in Call of Duty as well. I start to feel overconfident, and then I'm losing my communications. I'm losing my I'm just losing the teamwork.
And just so people aren't confused, that was one of our players is actually sick and not playing in the studio right now. That was our coach standing up. He's not just so good that he's using telekinesis, if you were confused at what was going on there. So, yeah, coach standing up and just getting a better look at his players' screens. Yeah, look at those kill lead. Starting to slow down a little bit, and that gold difference I talked about, eliminated. Back to an even series here. That's something that can easily happen. It looks like we might have a team fight breakout. And if that does, don't expect crazy play-by-play. As I said, every one of us will know what's happening in the middle of these team fights.
Yeah, well, right now, they're just kind of working together, getting ready for when the first big kind of monster boss spawns, because they need those boosts. They need to kill that monster to get the boosts to help with their team.
Yeah, some poking and prodding here. Condors will walk away with a Void Grub. A little dinner. Help you along the way. You saw our opponents. I believe they're playing Ball State, which is great name for a Rocket League team.
Yeah, that would be the perfect name.
They do actually have a Rocket League team. I think we might have already played them.
I think we played them 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
If I'm correct? Yeah.
No, it's great. It's perfect for Rocket League. A little bit of aggro pressure there from Ball State as they look to try to jump on that tower in bot lane, but they might end up suffering as a result of that. Pippi is going to take a lot of damage down in that bot lane, and we have a little aggro push there from our jungler, or our opponent's jungler up in top lane there, and that's going to take down Lazaro.
With Lazaro losing that fight there, that will start to give the other team those levels they need at the top, that top lane, and they can start now capitalizing, fighting, as you'll see in the map below there, really hitting the tower there.
Yeah, well, and you saw it too the second that fight was happening. I mean, we saw in mid, we tried to get a little bit extra push on that, knowing that there were some fights going top and bot. We had only one person mid. You try to get a little bit extra push there, but smart play to back off the second you know that jungler is going to make his way back down there. So they're playing all right. They're not playing too aggro, just trying to take advantage of the openings they do have. But the fact that they've lost that lead and handed it over in terms of gold at least now is not a good sign if that continues to steamroll that way. So hopefully Condors walk away with maybe a win in a team fight here.
Looking at the levels for each team right now, early game, they're pretty even, but their opponents do have one person with a little bit higher of a level, which that's going to be the fight you're seeing right now with Lazaro and the other guy in top lane. But if he can find a way to take a win on a top lane there, that will really even them out.
Yeah. Mr. Jazz Goblin is keeping him at bay as the fight tunnels its way down towards bot lane. Condors are just really hunting for this. They want at least a pick. They can pick up a little extra gold, get themselves back in this. This will be great. They're looking, they're hunting for it, but the tower is eventually going to push them back here. They've fallen into a trap. They may have.
But it was an even trade on each side. You'll see we lost one and they lost one as well.
Yep.
But the good thing is when they did, Conestoga did lose their player, they were able to still get one of theirs to make sure that it's even on each side.
Now, league experts will let us know whether that was a good trade or not, because depending on who was taken down,
that is true.
more beneficial for one of the teams. But once again, I don't know.
I'm just looking at the numbers. It's right now the opponents do have a little bit more gold on their side.
Not too far ahead, though.
It's close. It's really, you never know who's going to win right now.
You gonna bring a crystal ball?
I can't predict it. We need a league expert to say what's going on for this one.
Where's Gareth when you? One night we have league.
Yeah, the one night.
And Angry's not here.
I know. He just couldn't be here tonight. It would have been the perfect night for him too. He would have been so happy seeing League of Legends.
Oh, he pretty much gets the full series as well.
Yeah. This would have been perfect for him.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it's just a little bit of a slow play here. Just people mining the mining XP.
Minecraft. Yeah, I think Condors. I mean, I know enough about a MOBA at this point that your goal is just to play super safe. You want to at least match toe with your opponent. Make sure you're getting that, keeping up that in the gold war.
This game right now is just, League of Legends is very confusing. Your team could think they're capitalizing on one lane at the perfect time. Like,
woof, big fight though.
Big
Ouch.
fight.
Pippy's down.
They got one person.
Two?
Close to the second one there.
Off, yeah.
But what I was just about to explain kind of just happened right there. The opponents start to attack because they thought they had that player advantage on the lead, but you never know who's lurking in the shadows there.
No, exactly. You saw a little bit extra damage make its way on through there. Sniped from cross map. Lazaro's got to play it real safe here. Get back to the tower. He's overreaching just a little bit here, and that might come back to bite him. Diving the tower. Jazz Goblin says, I don't care. I want the kill.
He is just playing it real close here to get that one. But they both ended up being traded out.
Oh, Jazz Goblin's still alive.
Yeah?
Yeah. Now he's dead. Oh, maybe that was one of his abilities.
That could have been, yeah.
Yeah. See, if we knew the game, we'd know. But I'd rather play Rocket League.
I'd rather be on Call of Duty.
Look at that. We have Call of Duty tomorrow.
We do have Call of Duty tomorrow.
Oh, love it. You're playing?
Playing for Academy.
Yes.
I'm on the Academy match tomorrow.
You're still playing?
Yeah. Well, if the Academy match goes quick, maybe I might be on.
There you go. Hey, maybe we'll see you
maybe.
in your environment.
Yeah, that game I'll know a little bit more for casting-wise.
Fair enough. A little more akin to Rocket League, too. Fast-paced action. Yeah, it's starting to fall apart here for the Condors. We're going to drop a tower. Thankfully, we did trade that tower as well, so it's a little bit even on that regard. But I am worried about that gold diff starting to slowly but surely creep out in the favor of our opponents of Ball State.
Yeah, they're gonna. It's right now. Whoever can get this first dragon that's popping up, that might really. That's gonna affect how most of this game will
Yeah, well, and unfortunately, Condors are not positioned for it either.
Yeah, they're kind of being blocked off from attacking that right now. They're gonna capitalize on getting this person in mid, and then they're going to go and get that dragon.
Well, here it is, a push up here from Ball State. They're going to move in full force for them making their way in the end. You see the Condors having to back off. They got to give space to this.
They got to just wait for the rest of their team to come back so they can all work together to get that.
Yeah, the setup, from my limited knowledge, looking solid for Ball State.
They can play this right on the outer part. They could be able to take this, but with the way that's being played on defensively by Ball State, you never know.
Yeah, tower down as well. They try to jump on Jazz Goblin. They might be able to shut him down, but they do have the rest of Ball State to deal with. And Jazz Goblin is going to squeeze his way away from that fight.
You can see here that Ball State did get a little bit, now has that kill lead, but we are keeping it close.
Close, but again, starting to lose more objectives than we're gaining.
You can see Jazz on Ball State is backing up just so he can spawn back at their spawn to get a little bit more health, because he knows if he attacked there that he would just be throwing his life right there.
A big battle out mid here, and Condor is probably going to suffer for it now. That's 2 players for the Condors potentially down, just squeaking away. At the bottom is Slayers. Mowgli doing his best just to poke and prod. He's got some help from Lazaro, but I think they decide not the fight to take, recognizing you might have the rest of Ball State approaching mid. I also want to give too much lane space away on top. So Lazaro makes his way right on back there.
You can see for the Condors right now, they did lose their top tower as well, which is going to get a little bit more stressful for them, having 2 towers down. But if they can find a way to work together to hopefully push and break one more tower for Ball State, they could keep it pretty close.
Reminder, this is hopefully the first win. I mean, the Condors looking for their first win in NACE. As they sit 0-3 in the standings. If they can find a win here, that'd be wonderful. Dropping to 0-4 definitely hurts a bit of the morale, but I did get told by the coach the vibes are good still. The team knows that they got a little bit of growth to make. And that's important to have. Understanding that you know that there's going to be some time towards success. You don't have to have it immediately.
Yeah, exactly. It takes time. This is a new team. There's only 2 returning players. Yeah. Everyone else is brand new to the team. So everyone just needs to, they just need to kind of find what's going to make them mesh well together.
Yeah, you got to take some time to build it up. You got to understand limitations, especially in collegiate. When you have that rotation like that on players, you got to be patient with that potential.
Exactly, but it could even be maybe someone has to switch what they're playing. Maybe the support switches to a different position on the map. Maybe the person who plays top switches to the mid lane. You never know what it's going to take to be able to get to it, but they are going to figure it out.
Everyone just turn into a giant meatball and roll down mid.
I think it would be a lot more entertaining to just see them all fight down mid. It wouldn't be as slow paced.
Yeah, it wouldn't be smart probably.
Probably not.
But it would be entertaining. Heck yeah. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of there. Yeah, he's stuck. Rooted, stunned, all the CC comes out, and he does manage to get away from that fight here, but that's because he had a teammate come in and try to help him out here. They got to be careful not to lose themselves as well. Channel back, and that fight isn't going to turn into anything more there for Ball State.
Got very lucky there, saving their life there, but
good comms, but also you're losing a bit of pressure on your lanes. Look at how deep those side lanes are starting to approach.
Yeah, they're getting really close on that bottom lane. They could, right now, they could just all work together after killing this monster and get that bottom lane.
Yeah, no, this is going to be massive. For Ball State, drop a dragon, get yourself right back into the fray. Don't give away any of that space on your mid tower. That's exactly the thought process they have. Look at that, right back up there to keep the pressure, keep the Condors at bay, and make them regret pushing that far up there and wasting their time, too, trying to go for that tower.
Yeah. Right now, it looks like Ball State is kind of keeping it more closer together. The players are kind of trying to play more as one, attacking one thing at once, and it's working for them right now.
And that's going to be a smart plan from them from here on out. Stick together, see if you can get those picks. They're going back hard on mid lane there to try and grab that tower. If they can get that kill on Slayers, which looks like they will, and another one, 2 Condors down. The tower is going to follow suit here.
Looking at the levels for both teams right now, you'll see there's a big level difference. Right now, we still have one player on the Condor side still in that single digits, and then everyone on the Ball State side is all in the double digits with the leveling now.
I mean, it's the gold diff as well now. It's starting to creep a little bit further away. Still not the biggest difference I've seen between teams, but it's definitely something that's really is going to start making a difference when it comes to how many items are available for each team.
Yeah, exactly. Without having, if Condors can't get their items up a bit more, while Ball State is still getting more and more items, this could be a little bit of a devastating first game for them in this series.
They're going to keep fighting, though. You can't give up. And it's not over yet anyways.
It's never over until it's over.
There are some games in League of Legends where it is over before it's over.
That is true.
That is one of the few situations you could say that. There are some times in MOBAs, it's just, I think, a built-in artifact of the genre that there are times where you can't come back.
Yeah, and your team knows that they won't be able to.
I guess in the regard of you're right, the opponents could just say, you know what, we're not going to play anymore. You're right that it's not over till it's over. But is that going to happen?
You never know. Sometimes the opponents they could get a little too much of an ego and start making mistakes.
You're right.
It's all about, this game is very strategic and it's a lot of mentality behind it. If you break for even a moment, the opponents could capitalize on that.
Like the little hamster balls they got there. Uh-oh. That's a problem. You're dead. Mowgli down. The rest of the team comes in to try to help it, and that engages a full team fight. And at this point, the Condors look like they might not have the advantage here. One taken down at least on the side of Ball State, but unfortunately, Condors walk away getting team wiped. And an ace as well.
Big for that one person on Ball State side, because that just boosted their level twice, which puts a little bit too much on them, because that is the support for that team. And if their support is keeping up their leveling with them, that is very good for the team.
Yeah. No, this is solid all around for Ball State. That could have been a definitive moment there. And the Condors, of course, still maybe have a couple options left to utilize, but a big team loss like that, when you've already lost, you're already behind, can kind of just further sink that nail into the coffin. 49 to 42.
You could even see just right there, that 2-level gap Mowgli knew to just back off there.
Yeah. Jazz Goblin roaming around everywhere now, all beefed up. He's looking for a fight down on bot. We might actually end up losing that one. He just makes his way away as Zaro tries to hunt him down. The rest of the squad hanging out in jungle to look for a couple objectives, try to bring themselves back into the game. Uh-oh. Channel interrupted. They've got to get right on out of there. I don't know if Mowgli's going to get away now. Unfortunately, he's gone. He was so close to getting out of that fight. They'll take a trade at least, but we're going to drop another one. Please don't take another 4 off the board. 2 is enough. The Condors just creep their way back into base.
They were both very low there. They could have, if they didn't back up when they did, they could have easily lost those fights right there.
Very scary situation for the Condors. I'm going for a bit of a little Baron. Oh no. I'll take one if I do say so myself. Would you like a Baron?
I would like a Baron.
All right. Well, you can't have it. Ooh, Condor is in for the steal.
Just
not going to be able to get it
from stealing there. So you'll see there's a bit of a team fight here right now.
Condor's all out right now. I mean, I feel like they felt like that was their last chance there, and they're going to get a couple kills on the board. 3 of them to be precise. A triple kill.
Nice triple
Lazaro.
kill there for Lazaro.
Sheesh, Quadra almost grabbing an ace of his own.
But that might have just been what they needed to just kind of catch up a bit there. If they can now take down a few towers, they might be able to do something.
No, this is massive. If they could utilize that win properly, I think, they're kind of back in the fight here. Only 5K down. They're going to grab a couple objectives, as you just mentioned. Team wipe at this point in the game for the Condors. Too bad they didn't get the steal on the Baron as well, but
they are getting the Dragon here right now, and that the buffs that the Dragon will give them are going to help them out a lot.
Honestly, impressive comeback for the Condors.
Even their gold is it's got that distance between the two teams with the gold has shrunk a lot after that team fight there.
No, phenomenal comeback. Again, wish we could have done it a little bit more justice. If you do, whoever's clipping, just keep our voices out of it. Because I imagine that was a moment to get a little more excited if we knew exactly what was happening in that moment.
Yeah, we didn't expect a team fight to happen there, but it ended up being a little bit of a team fight.
Oh, we got another one engaging at mid now. Condor's actually in a really good spot. Pippi
really
working
down as a team there to kind of trap the opponent.
Lazaro is unstoppable. It's true. Have you seen him bench press an entire school bus? He's unstoppable.
Hey, Lazaro, he comes in with the tight muscle, like the tight shirt, just to show off, to everyone
how unstoppable he is.
Exactly.
There it is. Nice push up on top. You can drop those minions there. Should be able to get tower. The rest of Ball State making one up there just to keep Condors back, and I think they recognize too that they should back off. And smart play. You've gotten yourself back into the series. Don't overstep your stay. Don't push your boundaries beyond your capabilities.
Just need to slow it down right now, kind of recoup and see what they can do from there.
No, that's precisely it. Again, phenomenal play to get them back into the series. The big thing is going to be not losing your step, not losing your cool. Playing smart until you can make that right call, that smart jump. Get a pick if you can grab one, or at least make sure you're ready for a team fight if one breaks out.
You can see here that Ball State, they're kind of They're trying to play together more now because they know if one person runs into 2 players from Conestoga, they most likely will lose that fight right now if they're not playing together.
Well, maybe we see the engagement happen. Here it is. They're looking. They're making the callouts.
Backing up a bit, you can see they are a little bit weak on the Ball State side, but they did back up just in time.
It might have been, though, just to wait for a better position here. It might be getting cut off, though. Can they make the chase down? I think they're going to be a little bit too fast. Ball State probably going to be able to break away from this engagement pretty safely.
They're just trying to play it smart right now to make sure that Conestoga can't catch up. But right now, it's 30 minutes into the game, and you can't predict right now.
No. Honestly, the Condors have done a pretty phenomenal job of keeping in it. I'd still, if I were looking at this with very, very inexperienced eyes, I'd say there's a slight edge still to Ball State, but it's really not that big of an edge.
Yeah. Right now, we thought it was going to be a little bit more after a little bit more on the Ball State side after that win from that big team fight win where one of their players got an ace, but they came back. They recouped, they worked together, and then they got their win in a team fight.
Well, they're making a push here. This honestly could spell the difference between a win and a loss. If this engagement carries on there, Pick. Cypher's going to get in. Pippi not going to be dropped, gets away. The rest of the team comes in. Try to take, I said Siphon. Siphon. I got Cyber in my head.
Siren.
The Siren, yeah. I keep mixing up the 2 players.
Their names are a little too close.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Z. Fusion, ha. Siphon is their name.
Never been a big Dragon Ball fan.
I mean, it's fun, but it's definitely not it's the most shonen of all shonen.
I'm still on the other side for that. I'm still more that One Piece or Naruto when it comes to the older animes for that.
That's fair enough. Here's the big engagement where I wonder if it's going to happen, if the Condor is going to be able to come out on top. They're getting in the fray of it right now. I don't know if it's looking good. There's 2 players down for the Condors. That's not what we like to see right now. Massive undertaking. If they're pull it back, there's only Siren left alive. And I don't think he's going to be able to take another ace.
This is where
for Ball State, and this is where you pile on down into your opponent's half of the field and end it.
Yeah, Ball State knew exactly what to do there, and you'll see they're ready to end this first game.
They're going for a double flip reset, must-see double tap right now.
Yeah, that was one team win changed the whole ending of that game.
Yep. Unfortunate for them. That was a close here. Let's give it out to the Condors, though. I mean, the fact, again, they're coming on 0-3 into this match. Obviously, it's going to hit the mental a little bit, but to be able to keep it that close, especially when it felt like it might have been just a little bit overwhelming, once we get to that 15-minute mark, it felt like, okay, maybe there's no comeback potential here. And the fact that they brought it back, that team fight at mid was amazing. So I love the fact that they were able to bounce back, get a great team fight. Again, I wish they got the Baron, but at least they got the team fight off of it. A couple objectives afterwards. That was a great standpoint of mental, a great example of good mental. The fact that you're still in the game at that point, and that boosts the team morale huge.
Yeah, exactly. I think they knew that that match was going to be a little bit hard for them to take back, but you did see hope. You do see hope in that match, and if they can bring that back for another game, they might be able to take the second game. It is a best of 3, so.
Yeah. Well, at this point, Rocket League will probably be starting their match soon. League will be getting to their second one but we may be done for the night. We'll see. We might have some more, at least, gameplay coming. We'll know in a little bit after the break. So please continue to enjoy Condors by following us on all our socials. Right down below, whatever platform you're watching on here. This is Wing. I'm Leaf. And we'll see you at some point, either today or tomorrow or whatever. Just keep the tab open. See you.
Classic. All right, what do we got here? Oh, chat, this guy is cooked. Oh, pre-fire. Pop it open. Warming up those fingies. And now he's just not missing any shots? That can't be how that works. Moving on. Ooh, Obelisk. And chimps in VR helmets. And a legally differentiated enough version of Film Score.
Game begin.
Off-seas, we've been around for about two to 3 years now. We started during the pandemic. We started with virtual tournaments, getting students, from across the province to be able to play together. One of our short-term and long-term goals has been to, provide an opportunity for an in-person event. We actually have teams coming from all over the province. Some of the other titles that we've supported through OFSI has been League of Legends, Smash Brothers, Valorant. So we, of course, have Rocket League. And our most recent one will be Minecraft Education. So we try to choose whatever title our players want to play. So as long as we have demand for a title, that's the title we go with.
to leave a dent. scored an ace.
classic. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, chat, this guy is cooked. Oh, pre-fire. Pop it open. Warming up those fingies. And now he's just not missing any shots? That can't be how that works. Moving on. Ooh, obelisk. And chimps and VR helmets. And a legally differentiated enough version of film score.
Game begin.
Off-seas, we've been around for about two to 3 years now. We started during the pandemic. We started with virtual tournaments, getting students, from across the province to be able to play together. One of our short-term and long-term goals has been to, provide an opportunity for an in-person event. We actually have teams coming from all over the province. Some of the other titles that we've supported through OFSI has been League of Legends, Smash Brothers, Valorant. So we of course have Rocket League. And our most recent one will be Minecraft Education. So we try to choose whatever title our players want to play. So as long as we have demand for a title, that's the title we go with.